Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, I figured I'd bring you along here right quick, heading out here at the 7045 and the spreader. Gonna spread a little fertilizer here on the field where we want to plant wheat at. So I figured, well, I'll go ahead and bring you along right quick, include a little fertilizer spreading, and I may show just a little bit of disking, but it's nothing that you've not seen. And then I'll bring you back in when we get ready to go off and start cutting beans. And so, yeah, there we are. All right, there it's coming out. That don't look too bad. Just gotta watch, I don't want to get the old golf cart sprinkled or get smacked in the face. Yeah, don't look too bad. Kind of hard to see against the glare of that sun, but I can't really do a whole lot about that unless I kind of get back here and eat the shade of the golf cart canopy. So that'll give the wheat a little bit of go juice. Okay, well, I just jumped in the red tractor. Okay, Dad's making the final pass here around the outside edge of the field. And I'm going to grab a couple quick drone shots, and like I say, everything else will be of us cutting beans. I figure, well, I'll bring you along right quick and show you right what we're doing for getting the ground prepped for wheat. All right, well, I figured I'll do a quick little voiceover here on this part of the drone video. But like I said, we put the 7045 here onto the spreader. We don't use this tractor a lot. We mostly use it in the springtime. We have a small semi-trailer that's got a dolly on it that we hook to it to pull our fertilizer around, our pop-up for the corn planter. But figure, well, we'll get it out here and put it on the spreader. Worked out good for this. And I think this tractor is actually a 1980. Well, it might be a 1980. It's what they call the Alice Chalmers Blackbelly. It's a power shift. But so yeah, like I say, it worked good for this here. And then here we are going on to disking it. Dad was running the spreader. I'm here in the disc. The thing that we are running into is it's been so dry here of late. Trying to get enough dirt worked up, and even still the disc has a hard time going in the ground. But yeah, we've been dry, oh wow, since early August. And all the small drainage ditches are basically all dried up. A few of the deeper ones, they got a little bit of water, but it's all green. It's just standing there, so not a whole lot in those either. But you'll see here a little bit on that fertilizer spreader. It came from the local co-op. A tire ran off. The wheel bearing went out. So here's that clip. Well, guys, as you saw on the drone we were running, but yeah, you see that right there behind that spreader cart? Sure enough, Dad was going along, ran the wheel right off the thing. That cart is from the local co-op, and like most of those places, they probably never check wheel bearings. And so he's already talked to him, so hopefully they'll be bringing another cart up. That way we're good to go again. But so hopefully we'll be back going again. But yeah, like I say, I'll bring you back in. Well, hopefully once we're able to get back rolling with the combines cutting beans. So just thought I'd show you, ran the wheel off. All right, guys, well, I'm here in the combine. As you saw there where that tire fell off the fertilizer spreader, we were able to get the spreader pick up on the back of it, on the back corner at the backhoe, and Dad and I were able to get moved across the road into the barnyard out of the way. But so yeah, now I'm heading south here at the R52 and the 20-foot bean head-on. Gonna go down here, make a few test stripes, and just make sure everything's dry enough, and we'll see if it works out. So once we get going, or I can find out what the moisture is, I'll bring you back in when we get there. Alrighty, I'm off and rolling. So far everything seems to be going pretty good. Dad just got down here. He checked the beans in another field before he came down here, and he said they seem to be pretty good there. So because we'll be going to that field after this one, and so they're all the same number of bean. I think they are a 2.8, if I remember right, give or take 1 or 2. Okay, beans don't look too bad. Let's pull a moisture test. Not too sure how we can see against that glare. Huh. It's saying it's not level. That's odd. Gotta do it again. Now we'll see if it does any different. Perfect, 12.8. That works. All right, well, we got the R72 moved over here, so I'm running it. Our one landlord, he's in the R52 running it, so we got the old beans a-rolling. Try and get a little something done here. before I roll a little music in here on my drone footage, just so I can tell you what happened. We were hoping to finish this field here. There I am in the R72 getting fired back up. I had just unloaded into the semi. But you'll notice there toward the top left of the screen, there's that tree line. And that's the back of the field. That's the property line up against the neighbor. And we were hoping to get this field done. Well, usually like how it always happens, right when you're hoping to try and get something done, all crap has to hit the fan. And so we were down to just a little bit left. And on the left-hand end of the bean head here on the R52, the snout that sticks out there, the same thing actually happened last year in 2024. But the main frame of it on the inside, just above the sickle, that one frame bar broke. When that happened, they allowed the snout to kind of fall in toward the reel, and the reel caught it and broke a piece on the reel because that head has an orbit reel. And so broke one of those plastic, what I call like a plastic bearing or like a bushing deal there that as the reel goes around on, that's what's actually holding it. And so broke that metal strap piece out, and so had to take it. So that stopped me from running the R52 here that you see that our landlord was running. We were hoping he could get the field done, but when the sun began to drop down there, I think about 7:15, he was done because the dampness just started setting in, and he had to stop. But so had to drop my head off, take it back down the shop, got the snout welded back up, and I could see that the snout itself, before we even bought the head, somebody had looked like plowed into something or hit a pole or the dirt or who knows what, because it's been welded and patched quite a bit. Thing is though, the patching that they used was just little thin stuff. So when I got done with it, I put a piece of 1/4 inch thick angle on the one side and welded it all up. On the other side, I used almost a 1/4 inch thick piece of plate to beef up and reinforce the other side. So if it breaks, well, that means you hit something that you're not supposed to. So anyway, just thought I can give you a little bit longer explanation there as to why I had to leave there. I think I did tell just a little bit about when I did the outro of the video here on the GoPro. But figure, well, I'll just jump in here on the drone footage and kind of tell you what happened there. So hopefully we'll be back up going again, be good to go. So that's just a simple little update. As you can see here, these beans in this field is actually a little bit heavier dirt compared to pretty much anything else we got. And they're the heaviest beans that we've got into so far, and probably will be for the whole year. But, oh yeah, neither combine can go very fast. We're only running about 2 to maybe 2.5 at the very most, depending where you're at in the field, because making the old machines work for it. Approximate guesstimation, I would say we're probably in the low ground. I'd say you're probably in the low to mid 60 range on BPA. But who knows? Just like I say, just kind of roughly guessing there, just looking at the plants. you enjoyed the drone footage. We're almost done here. And like usual, all crap has to hit the fan. The snout out there broke. When it broke, it threw right into the reel and snapped a piece in one of the reel bats. So I'm stopped. So hopefully we can get it finished with the 52 downer and this field here will be done. So I'm gonna call this in the video. So take care, thanks a lot for watching, we'll see you next time.